Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, kissers and huggers, lovers and snugglers, welcome to the world-famous Apollo Theater.
Hello knifers and welcome to this show with Bonnie the Knife on a Vienna special. Yes, you've heard right, this show is recorded live from Vienna. And by live, I legally mean that I'm talking at the same time as the camera records. In order to make this special episode possible, we have taken the entire studio. That's the one that got shut down and thrown out and then rebuilt on a junkyard, to Vienna so that you wouldn't notice a difference. And before the skeptics start calling this a photoshopped fake, just let me show you some photos. Of course, the fact that I can't be seen in any of these photos should be proof enough that I must have been the one taking them. But knifers, between you and me, and I know for a fact that nobody else is watching, Vienna is great. Did you know that human resource consulting firm Mercer named Vienna the most livable city in the world? Whatever human resource consulting means. I would even go so far as to call Vienna a city where you can live until you die. But the superlatives don't stop there. Little known fact, did you know that Vienna is the most Austrian capital in the world? Suck on that, Graz. But it's unfair to compare Austrian cities, because all of Austria is just so great. In fact, it's so great, people from Austria have to leave for America in order to become somebody and get a chance to stand out. So in trying to improve upon the city even further, I went to City Hall to propose a slogan that would represent the international identity and unity of the city. But for some reason, they didn't appreciate my contribution. I guess it must be because I'm German. Austrians have a critical eye on Germany, but they tend to copy everything they see from us, only to learn that what doesn't work for us doesn't work for them either. So, politically, Vienna is like an alternate Germany where the Nazis never lost the war. Here, where their reputation hasn't been blemished by such trifle details as mass murder and the craving for world dominion, the right-wing party can enjoy a smooth 25% at the polls. Also, they can have a leader that looks like he's from the cover of Teen magazine. His looks are said to have garnered H.C. Strache the landslide majority of votes from 13-year-old females who made it to the polls with fake IDs. A demographic that is growing and not to be underestimated. But knifers, being able to have a right-wing fascist in the government is what democracy is all about for me. I think even the most tyrannical dictatorial overthrow should be voted on. Before heads roll, make sure these heads have had a chance to disagree first. A democracy is a place where people come together to voice their opinion. So what could be a more democratic enforcer than a mindless mob? Just think of the Crusades, or the mob of Al Capone, with its most democratic of enforcers, the Walter PK7. Democracy is the opinion of the people, forced upon the people, by the people. Even if those people have a completely different opinion. And I don't care whether you disagree or not. It's a fact that the more often you say the word people, the more democratic your statement becomes. So just go ahead and be a democracy-hating fascist. But let me get back to the mob. Knifers, these days it's a really special time to be part of a mob. With so many wars going on right now, it's really hard to pick favorites. But if I were held at gunpoint, I guess I would have to say Libya. Oh, it's funny, because it could become true. Knifers, I just can't help it. I like my mass-murdering dictators with a twist of craziness. And ever since Osama bin Laden has been killed, there's just no real competition for Muammar al-Gaddafi. I'm sorry, Kim Jong-il, but your Blade Runner prison jumpsuit just can't compete with a Persian rug garnered into women's clothing. Besides, having the bomb doesn't cut it anymore. That's so 1980s. And having a website where it's just you looking at things is not a strong foray into the digital era. Whatever happened to your old pizzazz of kidnapping directors for shooting Godzilla rip-offs, or building entire towns that are kept completely unoccupied while the rest of the population suffers? I hate to say it, Kim Jong, if I may call you that, but you're on your way to becoming just another normal, freaked out, crazy dictator. And that's about all I have to say about democracy. and Vienna. This is Bunny the Knife reporting live from a computer screen near you.
Just one look, that's all it took, yeah, just one look, that's all it took, yeah, just one look, and I felt so